Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at a little script that will add a missing audio stream. And there's already tools in Vegas that will add a missing stream, but in this particular case, we wanted to add it to whatever track that we specified. The tools in Vegas automatically add a new track and then add it to that new track. Instead, we want to specify what track that the audio is to be added to, and then we select the video that we want to pull the audio from, and then it will add that missing stream. So let's see how we would do that. Looking at this right here, I have one video clip on the timeline here, and if I right click it, I can choose Add Missing Stream, and it will add a new track 2 and put that audio stream on track 2. But I don't want it to add a new track. Instead, say I wanted it to be added to track 4 or track 3, whatever track that I specify. I just would need to select the track first and then make sure that the video event is also selected, which I just did with a control click right then. So let's see how we can make this work. Here we have the script, and down to my Vegas equals Vegas is all of our standard stuff that we start with. Then I wanted to find a selected track. So I'm going for each track, my track in myvegas.project.tracks. If that track is an audio track and that track is selected, then I'm going to set selected track equal to my track and go ahead and break. That way it finds the first selected audio track. Then if the selected track equals null, which we set it to when we initially created the variable, if it still equals null, that means we did not find one. So we'll pop up a message box saying that there are no audio tracks selected, and then we'll return. Now I want to do the same thing for a selected event. So I set my variable equal to null. Then I go for each track, my track in myvegas.project.tracks. I could technically specify here that I only want to look at video tracks, but I'm just looking at all tracks. For each track event in mytrack.events, if the event is selected, then I'm going to set my selected event equal to that event, and I'm going to break out of this loop. Now, if the selected event equals null, once again, we're going to show a message that says no events were selected and return out of the script. So if we do have a track and we do have an event, then I need to get the media from selectedEvent.ActiveTake.media. Now, if that media does have audio, if media.has audio, I'm going to get the media stream called stream and get it from media.streams.get item by media type. The media type is audio, and I'm going to get the first stream, which is stream number 0. Now, if there is a stream, so if not null equals stream, then I'm going to create a new audio event called my new audio event, and it's going to start at the selected event.start, and it's going to be the selected event.length long. Now, the reason I did it that way is that way it will be exactly the same size as the video event. So if the video event is only a partial event, then the audio event is going to be that same size. So here we have selected track.events.add my new audio event, and then we need to get a new take. So my new take is a new take from that stream, and then I'm going to add that take to the audio event. So my new audio event.takes.add, we're going to add this new take, and now assuming that it is a partial stream, we're going to change the offset. My new take.offset equals the selected event.activeTake.offset. So if it does not start at the beginning, now the audio will also not start at the beginning. The audio and video will start at the same point. And then, just to be nice, we're going to create a new track event group, which I just called new group equals new track event group, and it's for myvegas.project. And then myvegas.project.groups.add, we're going to add that new group to the project. and then we're going to add the selected event to that group, and then we're going to add the new audio event to that group. So now those two pieces will be grouped together and you'll be able to move them as one. Then as we come on down, we close out all of our brackets, and then we have our entry point, which is required for the script to run. So let's see how it works. So here we have track 4 is selected, which is our third audio track. We have the video event selected, and when we run the script, now this event was added on the track that we had selected, and you can see I did not have the full event there, so if we open it back up you can see the rest of the event does appear, but it did show up as the proper part of the event that we had selected here. So this is a good way to be able to add a missing audio stream, in this case, to any track that we specify, instead of it automatically creating a new track and then us having to move it and delete the new track. And so this simplifies the process in that we can just add it immediately where we want it to be added, instead of worrying about where it gets added. So I hope you like this tutorial. Like, subscribe, let me know what you'd like to see in future tutorials, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.